Hello, everyone. Welcome to another lesson for today. Today, we'll be using the GeoGebra to demonstrate how to find the mean, median, mode, range, deviation, mean deviation, variance, and standard deviation. This is all under statistics, and I'll be making use of the algebra view, and we'll verify my results with the probability calculator. And I'll then continue to what? To show two tangents from a point to a circle. And this involves will be made up of two right angle triangle, and it can also be used to prove Pythagoras theorem. So let's start with the statistical part, talking about the mean, median, and the others. Okay, from here, I don't need the graphic interface, so I'll take it off. So I've done that. Now I need to create my list. So maybe I have a list that I'm working with. This is my list. So I have these numbers. I'll only copy it. Let me hide it. Then I'll come to my input field here and just put it there. Copy and paste. Yeah. So this is my list. So I have my list here. So first, let me try to find the number of elements in this list, or number of elements in the data set. So I'll use my input field, that's length. I'll type in length. Okay, and I'll type L1. That's my list. So I can rename these. So I'll right click and go to object properties. Object properties. Let's allow it to load. Object properties. I just want to change our A to N, capital N. To come now. Let's wait a little. Okay, so we come here, then we change our A to capital N. Then we do that. Okay, from now we have our number of elements in the set. So we'll move on to how to get the mean. So you go to input field and type mean. You type in your, so here, this column we are dealing with for the list of raw data. These are raw data. So you select the first one. Then you type L1. That's the name of the list. Then you press enter. Then you come here, you change your A to what? Mean. Change it to capital letter MEAN, mean. Then you press enter. And it will change it at the algebra view for you. Then our next one is median. Median, the same, L1. So you only can copy this. So you can decide to maybe copy this. Then change it to median. Then we go to that of mode. The same thing, L1. So that's our mode. Our mode is 18. So we have it there. So these are our main for this data is this, median is this, and mode is this. Then we move on to that of range. You know, the range talks about the difference between the highest number in the data set and the lowest number in the data set. So here we find the highest number in the data set. So we name it max. That is max. Then you type your list. You enter the name of the list there. So we have it. So you can name it. You can come here and change it to max. Then the other one talks about the smallest number in the data set. So you type mini. Mini always talks about the smaller thing in the data set, or smaller number in the data set. So we have the meaning to be that. Wow. So we have that. So now our range. So now you type range. Range equal max minus the mean. Make sure the name you give to each of the list here, when you want to make use of it, type the exact or the variable assigned to that. Okay, or the name assigned to that. You see that my max, I didn't start with small letter, because here it was capital letter AX, then capital MIN, the same thing there. So you make sure you enter the exact thing that you assign to that variable. that we have our range to be 26. Okay, that is that for range. Let's talk of deviation. So we know deviation talks about the x minus x bar. Is that not it? So our L1 is our x, and our x bar is talks about our mean. And our mean is this. We have it. Then you press. You can put this in bracket. Nothing wrong with it. Putting it in bracket. Okay, we have it. So we have this our deviation. So from here you can find absolute value. You know, absolute value, converting it to positive integer, we take root of each of the this thing. Take the positive value of each of the values. So that's the absolute value of what? Deviation. Okay, we have it here. So now we type mean, we are finding the mean deviation. So let's go back. So our mean MD is equal to mean. The raw data is what? L2. Why? Let's say something. You see, this mean is smaller because I've changed this one to capital. So if I enter the capital one, it won't have the correct calculation for me. So the mean in the input should start with small letter. That's why we have it here. So we do that. We have this to be our mean deviation. Okay. Now let's move on to summation of x. Okay, summation of s. Summation of s, we can have it to be sum x. So I'll only type summation of x. So I'll do it this way, name it this way, equal. So that means we are summing all the value, all the number in the list. So we have L1. We have it. And now we can still have what? Summation of s squared. Okay. You know our s squared, we can have it L1 is raised to the power 2. Don't do that. Sorry. Okay, that's summation of s. Sorry. So we move on to variance. Let's quickly move on to variance. So variance, use this 2 is equal to variance. So raw data. So our raw data is M1. That's our variance. Let's find standard deviation SD is equal to the variance. Yeah. So that's SQR, the square root of this. So square root of the variance will give us standard deviation. So we have it there. So now we have this here as our answer to this question. We have this list. We find the number of elements in the set. We find the mean, we find the median, the mode, the maximum number, the minimum, the range, the deviation, the mean deviation, so summation of s. We find the variance and standard deviation. So now let's cross check the data sets. So from there, I can close this. I don't need this. So we go to spreadsheet. I need a spreadsheet. Okay. So let me get my so you quickly copy this. Copy. Okay. We have it there. So quickly only paste. Okay. From there, you can highlight it. We just want to cross check. You can highlight it. Then come to this one variable analysis. You click on it. Then you analyze. Okay. So let's open this up. Let's open this up. From here, I don't need the data set. I don't need the spreadsheet, so I'll take it off. So I only need this part of it. So from here, I can display my bar graph, bar chart, box plot, and dot plot, my stem and leaf to here, stem and leaf to come. So these are all graphic presentation of the data. So from there, I can show the statistics of the data. So as I see, we say the number of elements is 20. We have it there. The mean is 15.9. We are right. The variance, the standard deviation, standard SD is 7.35. Standard deviation 7.347. The approximate area, we are right. The maximum number 29. The minimum 3. The range is 26. Here they don't have their range, but okay. Summation of X is 318. We have a 318. Okay, that means what we've done. We are right. So this all talks about statistics when you have been given the raw data to find mean, median, mode, maximum number, minimum of the range, the deviation, and mean deviation, standard deviation, variance, and so this is how you go about it. Now we move on to the next topic. Okay, the next topic talks about two tangents from a point to a circle. Two tangents from a point to a circle. So we have it 2,000 from a point to a circle. So let me give a title to it. Two tangent. So we have two tangent from a point to a circle. Okay, I think we have it. So let's quickly bold it. Okay, make it medium. Change the background color. This. Okay. Well, so now what do we need? We need sliders too. I prefer to use sliders. So two sliders. The first one, that's we'll have this 3 to 12, 3, 12. The increment will be 0.01. We have 0.01. Then the second one, we have 1 to 5. 1 to 5. The increment should be 0.01. We have it here as B. So now I'll go to my circle tool and select circle with radius. We'll come here and click. My radius is B. So all it is. So if I move B, you see my circle, the size of my circle may increase and decrease by the slider B. Okay. From there, I need a line from point B. So I'll use the segment tool. Segment with a given length. This segment, the given length is P. So I have a given length with A. I have it this. Wow. So with this, okay, I'll find a midpoint for this line, midpoint. Okay, we have it here. So I need a circle. Okay, first let me try. Let's have the part of the okay. The labeling show no new number. Okay. So now we have that. So now move to circle 2 and select this circle with center through point. So these are center to this point. They will find the intersection of the two circles. This and this. Wow. You have it. Let's show label. So this one to the show label. Okay, I can take this off. I don't need it. So let's move this here. Okay. Then the C2 I'll do should get. Then the label F2 must go. And that of the circle 2 must go. So now I can join this point with what segment, line segment. So this decide maybe to color my circle red and make it small. Okay, how this. And with this, let me increase the size more. Okay. And you could see that the tangent from when the tangent from a point to a circle, there's an angle from here. So let's try and find this angle. So you go to the angle to select it, then find that, and to here, to that of this. You have it. So what we do, we only hide the label. Okay, so we are aware that these are all that. So you can use the polygon tool to make it. So from here to here, we have a polygon. Then from here to here, to here, we have a polygon. And we can decide to give them different colors so that when we are working, we know the exact one that we are working with. Because I can make this one that color because of the angle inside. And that of here too. How to change this color. So we can use, let's see what we can use. Okay. Then we can use the green. Okay. Okay. We have this. From here, we can try and find it, but measure the distance of each side. So you come to the toolbar here and select distance or length. So we are finding D to B. Then we have E to B. Wow, it's also the same. The A to B. Okay. Then we have B to D. Then A to E. Okay, we have the measurement there. So from here we can decide to make the text. We can bold them. Okay, bold them. Only bold them. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see something. We see that the angle from here are 90, 90, and we said this is a right angle triangle. That ABD is a right angle triangle, and AEB is also a right angle triangle. So far we have a right angle triangle. We can use it to prove what Pythagoras theorem. So from here, I need a text box. So from here, we know that Pythagoras theorem talks about we have b squared plus height squared is equal to hypotenuse square. And we know our b squared to be 2. We have AD squared. Our base is AD squared. AD squared plus dv squared equal to AB squared. So we know our AD to be what? Our you come here, check the distance from AD. You have AD square plus DB square, DB square is equal to AB square, AB square. So we have this. So from here, you can decide to put or increase their size to what? Maybe medium. And change the background. You can change their background color to different thing. Okay. So I think let's give it medium. So we have it here. Okay. Let's try and move the slider and see what happened. See when the slider moves, okay, it's what happened. We see there will be no movement on this, so it's only the height and the base and the height that are moving. Okay, let's try and move forward the A and C. Okay, we'll do that. We have this. And we know when we use our calculator, AD square plus BD square will give out AB square. Okay, so now let's try and on our animation on it and see what will happen. We on this, then we on this one too. See what is happening. So this is tangent from a point. So this tangent is from this point. It's from that point P, to a circle on these 2 points D and E. And the angle from here is what 90. Okay. So today we talk about how to work with raw data, find the mean, median, mode, the range, the sum of x. Then we talk of variation, variance. From variance, then we talk of standard deviation. We also continue to talk about two tangents from a point to a circle. That's what we did here. You see that here we will conclude that two right angle triangle will be formed, and we know when we have right angle triangle, we can apply Pythagoras theorem to find the number of side, the length of side. Okay, so thanks for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.